Hello guys, I wanted to do a quick video today just about wet weather, well not so much wet weather gear, but shit weather gear pretty much. Even though we've got a whole bunch of followers on YouTube and shit, I'll be the first to admit that we are noobs at this game with the adventure riding and stuff. You know, sure, we've been riding bikes for a long time, but adventure riding obviously is a whole different ball game when it comes to what you're wearing. We're keen to hear your thoughts, so once you finish watching this video, hear me out first, but when we finish the video, leave your opinion in the comments. I know it's a bit of a debatable subject, what people think is the best wet weather gear and all that sort of stuff. Basically, I know it depends a lot on the climate that you live in and also the sort of riding that you do. Even Nat and I don't necessarily agree on what's the best solution. We both use a different system at the moment. Personally, I think when it comes to wet weather, the best way to deal with it is to stay at home. Check the weather forecast. If it's going to rain, riding in the rain ain't fun for most. I know I don't enjoy it.
I don't.
Yeah, so you know that's the number one line of defence right there, is pick your days for riding, especially if you're going camping. Make sure you've got a nice stretch of fine weather. I know it's not always possible. Weather conditions change. The weatherman is quite often wrong. You can go out for a multi-day ride and end up getting wet. But in Queensland here, obviously where we live, even though right now it's the middle of winter, and even though the mornings and the evenings are cold, the middle of the day is actually quite warm. As it now, it's August, still winter. Today is predicted to be about 24 degrees Celsius. This morning when we started riding, it was around 5 degrees Celsius. Now that's cold. That's pretty cold and uncomfortable on a bike if you're not geared up. So we're mostly trying to deal with short periods of cold weather when you're on the bike for a little while, and then it heats up and you tend to start stripping off whatever you've got on. Alright, so obviously Nat and I both wear these Tenere jackets, and I just got to say, like, these are obviously mesh jackets. We've talked about them before. They are summer jackets basically, and when we first got them I was like pretty well impressed with how comfortable the fit was and everything, and how it just fits straight up. But now that we've had them for a while, I don't know about Nat, but slipping into this now, it's just like a well-worn baseball mitt. It's like slipping into luxury. It's so beautiful. You reckon?
Yeah, I do.
So good. But anyway, Tenere, obviously with these mesh jackets you can get a separate inner liner which is windproof and rainproof, and that's what Nat's using with hers. Now the one problem that I find with it personally is, as I said, it's cold in the mornings, gets hot during the day. I find myself wanting to take that liner out during the day, which it's not a big deal, but it is a bit of a pain in the ass. You've got, you know, they button into the sleeves, they zip in here and they hook up at the back, so to take it off you've got to take the jacket off, take it all out and everything. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but with Nat she seems to be fine leaving it on all day, don't you?
Yeah.
Pretty much. She doesn't seem to get as hot as I do. Yeah, you don't have to button them into the inside of the jacket and everything. You can just wear it as a separate jacket inside, obviously, and that makes it a lot easier to take on and off during the day. The Tenere inner liner, it does have a nice comfort layer as well. So yeah, no, that's fine to wear inside your jacket. But obviously if it starts raining or whatever, your jacket's going to get wet still and it's going to be quite heavy. But in general, I'm mostly talking about cold weather because, yeah, I said we avoid the rain as much as possible. Mostly it's just those, for us, it's the cold mornings, the cold nights, coming home late. Middle of the day is fine, it's pretty warm. So based on that, basically what I have done is I jumped on to my good old mate eBay and picked up a waterproof jacket that fits over the top of this jacket. Now this is the second or third cheap shit waterproof jacket that I've purchased off eBay. As we all know, the poor man pays 2 or 3 times, but this one's actually pretty good. The first two were shit. This one's actually a brand name one. It's a three peaks or something like that. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in getting one of these. It was only $25 with free shipping on eBay. Yeah, it does pack down quite small. It's probably comparable to the size of the Tenere inner liner, maybe a little bit more bulky, but comparable when it's packed down. And obviously what you can do with this is just, you know, when it's cold in the mornings or it starts raining or whatever, you whip it out and you throw it on over the top of your regular jacket. So you know, like, to me it's not perfect, but it's probably the easiest solution, because if it starts warming up, I can whip it off, throw it back in its little baggie and put it in my tank bag or whatever, and it keeps, you know, if it starts raining or whatever, it's going to keep the water completely off me. Yeah, so that's my solution, a $25 jacket over the top. I'll be honest, I haven't tested it in the rain yet, so I don't know how waterproof it is, but it's supposedly properly waterproof. And you know, it does have a comfort liner as well, bit of netting in there, so it's got pockets and everything. So guys, I paid for this jacket. This is not a sponsored review or anything like that. I'm just putting it out there, letting you guys know what I have found to be probably, you know, the best option for me to, you know, to keep warm and dry in those cold mornings. And also this has a hood that's folded away in the neck of the jacket, which would be handy for, you know, at campsite if it's raining or whatever. So yeah, it's a 3 peaks. I don't know if you can see that there, but yeah, I'll put a link to that in the description. Yeah, I definitely, like, when it gets over 20 degrees, having a liner inside my jacket, I get too hot and you just don't get that airflow through. But that doesn't seem to mind.
No. This morning I was running 2 long sleeve shirts and a Singo liner inside my jacket. And when you stop, that's when you want to take stuff off.
Yeah.
Which I have.
Of course, it all depends on the riding you're doing. If you're blasting down the highway, you're probably going to be happy enough leaving your liner in all day, even doing fast, you know, dirt roads and stuff. But when you get into the tight single track and stuff, that's when, you know, that waterproof, windproof layer gets to be too hot. But you know, if you live in Victoria or whatever, you know, you're gonna be leaving that liner in. So you know, if it's getting to 12 degrees during the day, you're laughing. But yeah. Anyway, guys, it's just a quick vid to share with you what I found to be the best way to keep dry and warm. If you've got something better, or you disagree, or you agree, or whatever, leave a comment down below. We'll get a bit of a discussion happening on the topic. So yeah, leave your comments. Maybe you'll be able to help us out. Maybe you'll help other people out. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Unique New York. Unique New York. It's a bit of a debate. Button them into the sleeves. You right? Quiet on the set.